Hey, hello. Hello everybody, good afternoon. This is Ochuko Anuta from CNETv, bringing you various crypto news across Africa. Here are the headlines. Why Zimbabwe wants to create CBDC. Côte d'Ivoire, FinTech growth doing very well. October becomes the worst month for crypto hacks with 2 weeks left to go. 6 African FinTechs emerge as finalists for EcoBank Challenge 2022. All the full stories will be coming up right after our commercial breaks. Stay tuned.
Hi, are you a startup founder in the blockchain space looking for a platform to share your story? Are you a project owner in the DeFi, CeFi, GameFi, or building vast solutions in the blockchain infrastructure? Come, let's have a chat. My name is Anthony. I'll welcome you to the Startup Zone. I'll be your host for this weekly show, and it's time to share some insights. The blockchain space is one heaven that is wide, massive, and accommodates new ideas. And with that in mind, it's time to share some visions, some missions, and different aspects of blockchain projects in the ecosystem. In the Startup Zone, hosted by Coin News Extra, our aim is to hear your story, to hear what your project is all about, and to be part of your story. So, what are you waiting for? Come aboard and let's have a chat. Hi, are you a startup founder in the blockchain space looking for a platform to share your story? Are you a project owner in the DeFi, CeFi, GameFi, or building vast solutions in the blockchain infrastructure? Come, let's have a chat. My name is Anthony. I'll welcome you to the Startup Zone. I'll be your host for this weekly show, and it's time to share some insights. The blockchain space is one heaven that is wide, massive, and accommodates new ideas. And with that in mind, it's time to share some visions, some missions, and different aspects of blockchain projects in the ecosystem. In the Startup Zone, hosted by Coin News Extra, our aim is to hear your story, to hear what your project is all about, and to be part of your story. So, what are you waiting for? Come aboard and let's have a chat.
You guys are still with us. We're going straight into the news in full. Why Zimbabwe wants to create CBDC. The Harare Institute of Technology has revealed plans to create a central bank digital currency, CBDC. The HIT is a higher learning institution in Zimbabwe. The institution's vice chancellor, Quentin Kwame, made this known during the recent graduation ceremony of students from the institution. Kanu Kwame said that the CBDC will help the challenges of currency manipulation, cash hoarding, and unsanctioned foreign exchange deals, as well as eliminating illegal foreign exchange deals in the country. He said that the introduction of the CBDC would reduce the cost of printing money. According to him, with the inclusion of the unbanked population in the formal banking sector, an increase in the growth of small business enterprises is expected. Kanu Kwame said that the blockchain-anchored CBDC can potentially bring the unbanked into the formal banking system. Many times, he said, the unbanked population believes the traditional financial sector is yet to reap off their earnings. The CBDC has plans to reduce significantly the regulatory costs for central banks, thus reducing the transactional costs that will ultimately reduce the cost of service. As a result, there is a significant reduction in fees, he said. The HIT said that a roadmap for deployment of the CBDC has been outlined with a consultation paper to be issued soon. Recall that the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe is in its last monetary policy statement announced that it has developed a roadmap for the CBDC. The CBDC did not, however, give a timeline for the launch or when operations would begin, nor did they name any of its partners. On further news, Côte d'Ivoire FinTech growth going fairly well. According to the government of Côte d'Ivoire, they have expressed their satisfaction with the pace of the FinTech growth in the country. Modibo Samake, the advisor to the Prime Minister of Côte d'Ivoire, in a statement described the country as a privileged meeting place for the best FinTech players in the world. The economy of the nation as a whole is doing fairly well, with a growth of over 8% in the preceding decade. As a result of the economy of Ivory Coast, which this means it is now accessible to various sectors of the world and various people of the world coming from different places. Even though the growth was slowed down by 2% in 2020 because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it finally peaked at 6% by 2021, Samaki said. Samaki's comments are coming on from the sideline of the next FinTech Forum, this year's event, which is expected to host 600 participants and will hold in Abidjan Radisson Blu Hotel on November the 22nd and 23rd respectively. The program is expected to give the players in the African financial sector the opportunity to connect the areas of funding, partnership, as well as marketing. Expected participants include regulators from the Central Bank of West African States, the Central Bank of the Republic of Guinea, the Central Bank of Mauritania, the Stock Exchange Authority of Ghana, and the Kigali International Finance Center. Others include the Africa FinTech Network, the FinTech Association of Nigeria, the Rwanda FinTech Association, the Ghana FinTech and Payment Association, and the Cote d'Ivoire FinTech Association. Further news coming more after the right breaks.
Hi, are you a startup founder in the blockchain space looking for a platform to share your story? Are you a project owner in the DeFi, CeFi, GameFi, or building vast solutions in the blockchain infrastructure? Come, let's have a chat. My name is Anthony. I'll welcome you to the Startup Zone. I'll be your host for this weekly show, and it's time to share some insights. The blockchain space is one heaven that is wide, massive, and accommodates new ideas. And with that in mind, it's time to share some visions, some missions, and different aspects of blockchain projects in the ecosystem. In the Startup Zone, hosted by Coin News Extra, our aim is to hear your story, to hear what your project is all about, and to be part of your story. So, what are you waiting for? Come aboard and let's have a chat. Hi, are you?
Welcome back to Crypto News with Ochuko, and I remain from Coin News Extra TV. October becomes the worst month for crypto hacks with 2 weeks to go. It has been a terrible month already for crypto, for the crypto industry and the crypto world and the crypto universe, as October has become the worst month ever with crypto-related hacks, with the crypto universe suffering $718 million in overall losses, and that is with more than 2 weeks to go in the month. Data pointed out by Chain Analysis on Thursday noted that the amount was stolen from several decentralized finance protocols across 11 different hacks. 2022 will likely surpass 2021 as the biggest year for hacking on record, Chain Analysis said. So far, hackers have grossed over $3 billion across 125 hacks. They further went on to say, despite the current bear market, we are seeing a lot of activity amongst hackers who are targeting various protocols, said Jasper Lee, Audit Tech leader. For those protocols, or dApps, the decentralized apps, which have not been thoroughly audited, they make for easy and reliable short-term profit. Poorly protected protocols are low-hanging fruit for hackers who make easy pickings of their too easily accessed locked protocols, Lee said. Over 3 bridges were breached this month alone, Chain Analysis said, with an attack on a BNB chain-based bridge over the weekend, saw exploiters illicitly gain over $100 million, which was after the bridge was exploited formerly for $516 million. Then on Monday, the Layer 1 blockchain, the QAN platform, was the target of a bridge hack that resulted in the theft of nearly $1 million QANX tokens. Elsewhere, Tuesday night saw $100 million liquidity drained from Solana's popular Mango Market trading protocol after a rogue trader manipulated spot token prices to borrow the entirety of the protocol's assets against their position. Moving on, 6 African fintechs emerged as finalists in EcoBank FinTech Challenge 2022. 6 firms have been shortlisted for the 5th edition of the EcoBank FinTech Challenge. The finalists were selected from across Nigeria, Senegal, Togo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and South Africa, respectively. According to the organizers, the shortlisted firms were selected from over 700 participants from 59 countries in Africa and beyond. The firms include Kori Money from Senegal, Dizitop from Togo, Maisha Pay from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Money Africa from Nigeria, Paycode, a South African firm, and Touch and Pay, also a Nigerian firm. Part of the benefits for participants includes the mentoring opportunities which will be exposed to them. This is an addition to other ranges of benefits which include the groups and access to the group's Pan-African banking sandbox to enable them to test and develop their products in the Pan-African market, as well as priority access to EcoBank's venture capital partners to explore funding opportunities. Commenting on the development of the CEO of Arise, partner and co-sponsor of the EcoBank FinTech Challenge 2022, Gavin Tipper, stated, "Fintechs play a central role in creating innovative digital solutions that improve customer experience, deliver value propositions, and reduce costs. Our investments in fintechs are solely based on collaborative partnerships that advance financial inclusion on the continent and offer opportunities for mutual synergies with our balanced investment portfolio." Also, EcoBank Group Executive and Operations and Technology, Fashino Tomisin, said, "I'm impressed by the number of growing applications for the EcoBank FinTech Challenge applications in 2022, which has grown from over 700, which was not the case in 2018, as only 400 applicants came through. This demonstrates a definite paradigm shift in the African continent, with Africans' desire to transform technological innovations into real lever for socio-economic development." He went on to say, we thank all applicants for their participation and applauded highly the impressive quality of their entries. We look forward to partnering with them again for their groundbreaking digital and financial solutions to our continent's unique challenges to help promote financial inclusion in the continent as a whole. The EcoBank FinTech Challenge builds partnerships between EcoBank and African fintechs in a bid to help transform the digital finance and banking sector in the African continent. With this, we have come to the end of the crypto news around Africa. I remain Anuta Ochuko, your host from Coin News Extra TV. Make sure you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for further updates, you can check us out on our website, coinnewsextratv.com. Thank you, and check back next time.
Blockchain space looking for a platform to share your story? Are you a project owner in the DeFi, CeFi, GameFi, or building vast solutions in the blockchain infrastructure? Come, let's have a chat. My name is Anthony. I'll welcome you to the Startup Zone. I'll be your host for this weekly show, and it's time to share some insights. The blockchain space is one heaven that is wide, massive, and accommodates new ideas. And with that in mind, it's time to share some visions, some missions, and different aspects of blockchain projects in the ecosystem. In the Startup Zone, hosted by Coin News Extra, our aim is to hear your story, to hear what your project is all about, and to be part of your story. So, what are you waiting for?